Hey, what's going on, everybody? We are up here at Arlington Heights at the Shalom Memorial Park. Yeah, I wanted to say cemetery, but it's park. So we're here to visit another person that was influential, I don't know, to me in my childhood growing up, I think, and maybe to a lot of yours. We're here to visit the grave of Harold Ramis, talk about his life, pay respects, and do all that stuff. So down in the comment section, put what your favorite movie was. Like, well, what movie did he write? What did he star in? What did he direct? I mean, he did so many things. Like me and Pops were talking earlier, like Stripes, him and Bill Murray. And then you got this Ghostbusters in general. And God, there's so many other things. I mean, his comedy was great. So yeah, we're gonna walk around. We'll talk about his life, celebrate his life. Shouts out to the members. Thank you guys so much. And yeah, we'll go visit the grave, pay respects, and do all that. So let's get to going. Ramis was born on November 21st, 1944 in Chicago, Illinois. He graduated in 1966 from Washington University in St. Louis, Missouri. He also became associated with the guerrilla television collective TV, headed by his college friend Michael Schamberg, and wrote freelance for the Chicago Daily News. Ramis said, "I wrote a spec piece and submitted it to the Chicago Daily News, and they started giving me assignments for entertainment features." The newspaper writing led him to become a joke editor at Playboy, and while he was editing at Playboy, he was studying and performing with Chicago's Second City comedy troupe. After leaving Second City for a time and returning in '72, having been replaced by the main cast by John Belushi, Ramis worked his way back as Belushi's deadpan foil, and in '74, Belushi brought Ramis and another Second City performer, Bill Murray, to New York City to work on the National Lampoon Radio Hour. Later, Ramis became a performer on and head writer of the Canadian sketch comedy TV series SCTV during its first 3 years. Once he left SCTV to pursue a film career, he wrote a script with National Lampoon's magazine's Douglas Kennedy, which eventually became National Lampoon's Animal House. Ramis next co-wrote the comedy Meatballs, starring Bill Murray. His third film and his directorial debut was Caddyshack. And in 1984, Ramis collaborated with Dan Aykroyd on the screenplay for Ghostbusters, which became one of the biggest comedy hits of all time, in which he also starred as Egon Spengler. So Ramis said that he planned to make a third Ghostbusters film for release either in the mid-2011 or Christmas of 2012. A reboot to the franchise, also called Ghostbusters, was made and released in 2016. We really don't talk about that one. In this film, a bronze bust of Ramis can be seen when Erin Gilbert leaves her office at Columbia University. Later, a second sequel to the original film, Ghostbusters Afterlife, was released in 2021 and posthumously dedicated to him. It was also directed by his son. In May of 2010, Ramis contracted an infection that resulted in complications from an autoimmune inflammatory vasculitis and lost the ability to walk. After relearning to walk, he suffered a relapse of the disease in late 2011, and he passed away from complications of the disease on February 24th, 2014 at his home, Chicago's North Side, at the age of 69. Here we go. Harold Ramis. You see the Groundhog Day right there. Harold Ramis. Wow. He was in a lot of movies. You said Stripes, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I love Stripes. Stripes was a good one. Of course, Ghostbusters and everything else. But yeah, I'm glad we got to visit his grave, pay respects, and do all that stuff. Thanks for watching. I do appreciate it. Shouts out to the members again. Thank you guys so much. It's a bit of a windy day in Chicago. I mean, it is the Windy City, right?
That's it.
Well, I mean, we're not in Chicago, but might as well be close enough anyway. So yeah, thanks for watching. We appreciate it. And you know what? You never know what you'll find on the back roads. I'll see you guys next time.